Of course, you can't fix every vulnerability, but thinking about how do you improve your vulnerability response process, right, is part of it, just as much as which language framework you're now choosing, right? So we're raising the level of the expectations from the open source maintainers. Now, again, I'm strongly supportive of developers who do things in open source. I'm a little more critical of those who take that open source, package it into a commercial product without giving it the right support, right? And I see you smirking there. That plays out here. Look, if you are a commercial organization and you are packaging GTIA or libssh in whatever, and you're then complaining, oh, look, the open source product had a vulnerability and this is bad. Yeah. And what are you going to do about it? Right now, again, the world is not perfect, right? And the competitive dynamics, oh, if I dedicate too many resources to this, then my product is going to be more expensive. And I understand, right? But this is how the world runs. So again, in economics, this is the free rider problem, right? That what are you the tragedy of the commons, right? What are you going to do about it? Right. So I'm very much hoping that this is yet another example of how the landscape is changing, and that is going to bring about more change. And sometimes change might not be what you want. One thing, not related to this, but one thing I wanted to call out is that I was just following the other day. There were some progress on lawsuits related to software liability, right? And I'm still, sadly, I'm still skeptical of how much progress we're actually making on software liability, but there is a little bit of progress, right? So in this particular case, I believe it was Progress Software, right? Where they are navigating the MOVEit, the claims that originated from the MOVEit incident. And one of the things is that it was a procedural step, but people were allowed to continue with this. They were allowed to continue with the lawsuit. Now, does this mean that this is going to be resolved? Is this the final win for software liability? No, it's not. And frankly, I think things are not going to progress as many people hope. But it is a little chink in that armor, right? So the world keeps changing.